Hey people of the web, I'm Matt and welcome to my 5 most anticipated games for 2017. "2017 looks like it's going to be an incredible year for gaming. So many big games are due out this year, though we can expect many delays as every year. There are some corkers lined up. So before we start, let's make this clear, it's my list, obviously it's my opinion, so if you have your own, great, leave it in the comments, let me know. Also just to note that I'm expecting these games to make it out this year, so you're not going to see games like The Last of Us 2 or Death Stranding or Kingdom Hearts 3. Sadly, if we get them before 2020, I think we'll all be happy. So now that you're aware, let's not mess about, let's get to it. Let's start off with a game that's been in development for quite some time. Shown off originally at E3 2014, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is due to be released finally this March. It's been 6 years since a new entry into the Zelda franchise, with Skyward Sword on the Wii being released back in 2011. It's time we have a new Zelda. Obviously the big draw with Breath of the Wild is the new open world. This is something that's been done for years in gaming, yet Nintendo finally took it on board and brought it to the world of Zelda. Hyrule is the most expansive it has ever been, and possibly ever will. Every time I listen to the trailers, I get immersed in the soundtrack. The music is truly compelling and it sounds a masterpiece. Though it was developed as a Wii U game, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild will be making its way to the Switch and releasing on launch date March 3rd. And overall, I truly believe this game could be something special, surpassing Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess, which is my personal favourite, onwards, and this could be the game that we look to in the future. Like buses, they all come at once, so in March, we will be getting the release of Horizon Zero Dawn. Taking the mantle from the Uncharted series, I believe that Horizon Zero Dawn will be the new flagship title for Sony. A game similar to Breath of the Wild, it will be interesting to find out which game actually does better sales-wise. But this one featuring mechanical dinosaurs, I mean, that sells it enough. Underneath this behemoth of an open world and all the mechanical monsters, there seems to be a deeper story that lies within. I'm truly excited to find out about Aloy and her backstory. Let's hope Guerrilla Games can pull it off and have a hit on their hands. Now this next game, I'm proud to say I helped back on Kickstarter. Reaching a goal of over £2 million, Yooka-Laylee became one of the fastest Kickstarters in history. I was lucky enough when I went to EGX last year to actually get my hands on Yooka-Laylee. And let me tell you, it is everything we wanted. It feels like an N64 game brought into this generation. It's the most vibrant, beautiful world. The feeling, the controls, the humour is something that's absent from the industry at the minute. And honestly, I'm dying for a 3D platformer. The game even features that chirpful voices you used to hear during the game, the ones that make So you see what I mean? Yooka-Laylee became one of the fastest crowd-funded games of all time. Why? Because it's been developed by ex-Rare developers who created such hits as GoldenEye and Banjo-Kazooie. Specifically, the Yooka-Laylee is a spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie, and from what I've seen and from what I've played, it is superb. Arriving on all consoles, I'd recommend picking up this game as soon as it releases on April 11th. I think everyone's a bit excited for this one. Super Mario Odyssey. For the first time since 2002, we're getting a sandbox style Mario game. As an avid fan of Super Mario 64 and especially Super Mario Sunshine, which doesn't get enough love if you ask me, Super Mario Odyssey looks to be going back to these roots to reclaim its former glory. Not saying the Galaxy games are bad, The first one especially I think is phenomenal, yet the second one felt more of the same and didn't really grab me as much. So it's time to go back and show the world why Mario is king of the 3D platforms. Announced officially at the Nintendo Switch presentation, Super Mario Odyssey will be releasing holiday 2017. There is a chance it may be pushed to 2018, but I think Nintendo need to get this title out. Their exclusives is what will sell the system. Breath of the Wild is fantastic, though you can get it on Wii U. ARMS, 1-2 Switch, they're not a system seller. Super Mario Odyssey is a system seller. Brand new worlds like New Donk City are exactly what nobody expected yet realised everybody wanted. This looks new. It may have the same story with Bowser kidnapping Peach. Yes, he's marrying her. He's marrying her. What? That was done in Super Paper Mario, but the collapse of the universe happened then. What is happening with that world? There's a pyramid upside down, for God's sake. Doesn't matter. This is going to be fantastic. And many of us, like myself, will be buying a Switch specifically for this game. There may be more announced at E3, yet this is what I want. Last up, we have my main man, Crash. It's been too long since we've heard that wonderful noise. What have I got? Sony are, from the ground up, bringing the original Crash Bandicoot trilogy back for a new console. Crash Bandicoot N. Sane Trilogy. This is something I never thought I would see in my wildest imagination. So that's Crash Bandicoot 2 Cortex Strikes Back, and Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped. 3 is my all-time favourite and one of my favourite games of all time. From the initial trailers, I think we were all blown away. Many people were sceptical at first, which is understandable. A HD up-res of their games would look horrible. I mean, downright ugly. But now, check out the trailer and tell me it's not beautiful. And let's be honest, this is a test from Sony. If you want a new Crash Bandicoot game, you go out and buy this collection. This will send a sign to Sony that'll go, right, Crash Bandicoot is still relevant and it's still popular. Due for release in 2017, there is no official date as of yet, but this is sure to be a special homecoming for Crash. The last entry into the Crash Bandicoot series was Nitro Kart 2 back in 2010. I don't want to wait another 7 years to hear the beautiful noise of what have I got? Just can't beat it. So there you have my 5 most anticipated games for 2017. What are your most anticipated games for 2017? Leave us a comment. If you want to subscribe, that's great, thank you. If you don't, fair enough. Enjoy your next video. See ya. Featuring mechanical dinosaurs. I mean, that sells it enough.